Today we are going to start our math portion of this workshop. If you would please follow along. Let's try a few sample math questions. First off, make sure you know about the tools you get to use on the math portion of iStep Plus. You can always use the iStep Plus mathematics reference sheet provided for you in your test sessions, and you get to use a calculator. Your teacher will remind you, and you should look for the printed reminders on your iStep Plus math test. When you're asked to write an explanation, use the RAT model. In addition, we have also adopted a school-wide problem-solving model, MOUSE. We clearly have some sort of rodent fascination here at Jefferson. When you're asked to solve a math problem, use MOUSE. We use this anytime we've got a problem-solving type math question like we will definitely have on the constructed response. So the M for MOUSE, make sure you read the problem. I always encourage students to not only read it once, but read it twice. Just like you've been doing with the language arts constructed response items, it's always good to reread every piece of that math problem. The O, actually a circle. Circle the question. We need to really focus on what that question is asking us so our answer ties directly back to that question. U is for underline the important information. In a lot of these questions, there's going to be information that's just not needed. So underline what is definitely going to be needed in order to solve that particular problem. S, show all steps. Whatever you're punching in the calculator, make sure that that gets written down on paper. And lastly, E, evaluate. Look at your answer, look back at the question. Does your answer make sense? You're being asked to find the price per pencil. If your answer is something like $1,000, that shouldn't make sense. So please, carefully evaluate each one of your answers. Don't simply be happy to be done with the problem. What you're going to work on today is the Math Item 1 Constructed Response question. Susan is buying health insurance for her family. She will choose between two plans. The table below shows information about each plan. Plan A has a $3,000 annual cost, a $1,500 annual deductible, a $1,000 estimated uncovered annual health expense, where Plan B has a $4,200 annual cost, $1,000 annual deductible, and an estimated uncovered annual health expense of $500. Susan wants to compare the total cost of buying and using health insurance. Deductibles are the amount an insurance buyer pays before their plan kicks in, and not all health expenses are covered by insurance plans. These expenses, which are different from plan to plan, are called uncovered. All other things being equal, calculate and explain which health insurance plan Susan should purchase. Now, for many of you, there's probably a lot of terms, vocabulary words on here that are going to be unfamiliar. Even with that, if you look specifically at what it's asking you to do, I think you're going to be able to successfully explain and answer that particular question. Please make sure that as you are explaining, you're using the RAT method, certainly using the MOUSE method as well, and make sure that your answer fits on those lines provided. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.